In the heart of Italy's Emilia-Romagna region stands Bologna, a city whose skyline once pierced the heavens with over 100 stone towers. Today, we journey back to medieval times to discover the remarkable story of these architectural marvels. Between the 12th and 13th centuries, Bologna experienced an unprecedented construction boom. Wealthy merchant families and noble houses competed in a vertical arms race, each seeking to build higher than their neighbors. These towers weren't merely symbols of prestige, they were fortresses, workshops, and statements of power carved in stone. The towers of Bologna represented the ultimate expression of medieval urban competition. A family's tower wasn't just their home, it was their identity, their fortress, and their legacy reaching toward God. Of the original 100 towers, only 24 survive today, with 2 dominating the cityscape: the Asinelli and Garisenda towers, known as Le Due Torri, the 2 towers. The Asinelli Tower, completed around 1119, soars 97 meters into the sky, nearly as tall as a modern 30-story building. Its companion, the Garisenda, though shorter at 48 meters, carries a more dramatic story. Built on unstable foundations, it leans at a precarious 3.2-degree angle, making it more tilted than Pisa's famous tower. 498 steps to the top of Asinelli. Medieval nobles climbed these same steps, but they had servants to carry their supplies. From these heights, medieval Bologna's towers served multiple purposes. They were watchtowers, scanning for approaching armies, workshops where silk was spun and dyed, and vertical neighborhoods housing entire extended families across multiple floors. The ground floors typically housed shops or storage. The second floor served as the main living quarters for the family, while upper levels contained workshops, bedrooms, and defensive positions. The very top often featured a wooden platform where guards kept constant watch. These towers were marvels of engineering. Built without modern machinery, using only pulleys, ropes, and human labor, they required sophisticated understanding of weight distribution and foundation engineering. The construction techniques were revolutionary. Builders used a technique called sacco, filling the space between inner and outer stone walls with rubble and mortar, creating incredibly strong, yet relatively lightweight structures. But Bologna's tower-building fever couldn't last forever. By the late 13th century, political changes swept through the city. The commune began asserting greater control, and many towers were deliberately shortened or demolished to prevent them from being used as fortresses against civic authority. Natural disasters took their toll as well. Earthquakes toppled several towers, while fires gutted others. Some simply collapsed under their own weight when foundations proved inadequate for their ambitious heights. These towers left their mark on literature as well. Dante Alighieri, who spent time in Bologna during his exile, immortalized the Garisenda Tower in his Divine Comedy, comparing its leaning form to the giant Antaeus bending over him in hell. As when you're underneath the leaning side of Garisenda Tower and a cloud passes over it against the direction it leans. Today, Bologna's remaining towers stand as UNESCO World Heritage Monuments, protected reminders of medieval ambition and ingenuity. Visitors from around the world climb the Asinelli's ancient steps, touching stones laid by hands 8 centuries ago. These towers connect us directly to our ancestors. They remind us that human ambition and creativity have always reached toward the sky. The medieval towers of Bologna represent more than architectural achievement. They embody the human desire to build, to compete, to reach higher, and to leave something permanent in an impermanent world. As darkness falls over Bologna, the ancient towers stand sentinel over a modern city, their medieval stones holding centuries of stories, ambitions, and dreams that still inspire us to build upward, ever upward, toward tomorrow.